1969, during which players played the contact sport with any other padding, until 1896, where the first helmet was created. However, the helmet's only purpose was to secure the ears. The 1920s marked the first time in the sport of football that the idea of protection and helmets started to be used. These helmets were made of leather and had padding and cushioning on the inside. Although better than no helmet at all, the helmets used in this time were almost completely useless. This particularly leather's lids absorbed a lot of heat, making it very uncomfortable to wear. The helmet barely protected the player from a full contact hit because there was not enough padding. The huge problem with this early helmet was that it had no face mask at all. Players and their full face exposed at all times while being tackled at full speed, making injuries very prevalent. 1917 marked the first time that the helmets raised above the head to try and direct blows away from the top of the head. This technique started to be used. Too many players got critically hurt because the padding was used not thick enough to protect from devastating blows. Ear flaps also had their downfall as they're not created from ventilation, and manufacturers realized the problem with communication on the field. One of the biggest invocations of this early 1900s period came in the form of hardened leather. In 1939, the Riddell Company of Chicago made its first helmet, the plastic helmet. The plastic helmet had a different shape to it, which prevented players from many head injuries which they were getting during the full contact sport and head-on collisions on the field. The success of this new Riddell helmet and its safety made the league in 1945 made it mandatory for all players to wear helmets in the league. In 1955, the use of face masks was required by the NFL as well. For the creation of the face mask, many players only used one bar or two bars to protect their face, their nose, and their teeth. However, as many injuries continued to prosper, the league began to make it mandatory that many players wear multi-bar face masks to protect their face, such as running backs, receivers, and then quarterbacks. By the 1980s, only punters and kickers were the only players who wore single bars, until the league made it mandatory that they had to wear multi-bars too. During the 1950s, Riddell continued to rise and became the leading producer of helmets in the NFL. By 1955, the leather helmets were non-existent, and Riddell began to prosper with his creation of new helmets. In 1971, Riddell produced helmets which had vinyl cushions in which were placed at the crown and many other spots of the helmet. The player would put the helmet on and would have air pumped into it to fit firmly around his head. Sometimes fluid or antifreeze was used. In 1971, Riddell created the steel face mask. The steel face mask was much better than the plastic face mask due to the fact that it wasn't able to be broken and players were unable to penetrate it while tackling each other. After many jaw injuries, in 1976, the league required that all players must wear a chin strap attached to their helmet. In 1986, again, Riddell came out with a new helmet design. The design of this helmet was made with polymer plastic, a hard, more durable plastic which protected the players from more external head injuries. And finally, in 2002, Riddell produced the Revolution helmet, which is still used today. The Revolution helmet has been the most effective helmet in preventing concussions. However, it does not fully protect players from concussions. However, to this day, players still suffer head injuries due to accidents on the field or illegal and improper use of the crown of the helmet to tackle. So good. Alright, in this drill, is the techniques to tackle. So this is what we do. The running back is smaller than you, you're going to break down, take your steps, bite the ball, and drop to the floor. Let's go and see it. Bite the ball, take it out. Cut. Alright, as you see here, we're going to do a slant. Go. He doesn't slant. Missed the wrong way to tackle because he's going head to head. Now we're going to see it and do the right formation of tackling. Ready, set, go. As you see, he's going to go and do the right tackle, bite the ball, and drives to the floor. Good.